Hello folks, Marcus again in one more tutorial. This time we are going to learn how to create this prototype where the user can upload files. So we have this example over here. It's possible to hover over a couple of images. So I'm gonna pick up one of them, drag and drop over here. You can see this animation, the little micro interactions. So when I drop the image over here, I have this animation, this arrow going up and showing that something is being prepared. Then we got this loading bar and this counter, like the percentage. And then finally this check mark and upload complete. I'm gonna run it again because I want to show one more interaction, another flow. It's possible to stop the upload, like clicking here in this little trash bin icon, and then we got to this place. The upload has been cancelled. You will be redirected to the main page. So it's possible to close over here and start the flow again. So let's create this. And I'd like to mention that I got some feedback from you guys, like that I should separate tutorials of component and tutorials of micro interaction. And so yeah, so this time I will just jump into the thing. We need to create a couple of frames like this. So this first one, and then this one, the image being moved, and then this one when the image is like dropping over here. Then we got this one with this animation, and then we need to have this screen, and then the final screen 100%. So this little trash bin icon, and then we got this check mark, and then we go on, we have this flow, and then if we don't get here, we go and then we end up in this frame. Okay, let's do it. But before we start, it's necessary to create a couple of frames. So we need to do that, even though this tutorial isn't about creating components, but we need to have components, okay? But I will just show them really quickly. So the first thing we need to do is create these images. So I will create some rectangle, like, let me see, 140 by 90. So something like this will be fine. Yeah, and then I can call it like image, create a component with this. We have image. I can go this way. Then let's have this 8 border radius. It has to be this internal one, not this level, but this level. Now let me run the Unsplash plugin. You can also go to Google some image you like, and then you can paste into this component. So I will type like food top view, because when we go like top view, we can have this view from the top, so we can find better images. So let's apply this one, and that's okay. I can close it. Then I will duplicate, detach, create a component, select both of them, combine as variant. I can call it image like I told you, and then I need to change it, like I will call this one enabled for, oops, this first one is enabled. Let me see what I did. Yeah, I can even, like I did here, I called enabled, and this one I will call let's see, actually this one is enabled, this I will call state, and this one is hover. I want to have some shadow over here, so let's apply shadow effects. Let's apply some shadow. Then I want to really soft shadow, like 12 has been okay, I think so. Then I want to have some shadow over here as well, 12, and then I want to increase this like color so they are different like this. Now I need to have some interaction because let me show you again. When I move my mouse over the little image, the thumbnails, you can see this hover state. I also want to have some border. It's gonna be good to have some stroke, so whatever stroke I'm gonna go with. And actually I need to go to this level, image level. Yeah, now I can apply. Don't forget that we have this first level, second level. We need to apply in the second level. So stroke, white, cool. Yeah, so now it's possible to see this elevation. Okay, so we need to have this hover interaction. So what we need to do over here, we can even like change slightly like this, I think so. Let's try. Let's go to the prototype tab and then let's connect from this one to this one while hovering. Yeah, and then we need to do the interaction to go back. Then this one, it's gonna be mouse leave instant. We can change it to smart animate, and the previous one to smart animate as well. So we did. Now I think that it's a good idea to have some sort of test area. So I will create some frame over here, pressing A or F. I do something like this, and then I will call it tests. Then I will click here, flow starting point. Let me call it test as well, just to identify easier. I will press and hold Alt, and I will drag like this. Then I will run this test. Let's see what happens. So when I move my mouse over, I got this interaction, but it's not changing, like not tilting like this, so it's not a problem. I was just testing it. I haven't tested before, so yeah. Maybe if we get into like this, I haven't tried. I tried the first level, but I didn't try the second level. Let's see. See, second level works just fine. So we can go this way, I think so. Yeah, cool. Now we can even try, like if we have some test frame, some test area. We could, for example, duplicate a couple of times like this, and again, and then we can increase its size a little more. And this preview is getting too small, but we can see it like hovering over here and here and here. Yeah, I think that macOS has some kind of interaction like this. If you don't like, you know how to change it. You can click twice over here and then design tab, and here this degrees, this rotation, we can type 0, and then we try again, and now we just have this little elevation. If you want to have some more elevation, you can click here like in the first level, and then you can come here and increase, like to spread this blur a little more, and test again. So this test area is pretty good. If you don't like to see in this preview, you can even select this test frame, and then you can go in present and not in preview. So it's possible to get here and try over here. They are pretty much the same, but yeah, you know. Okay, cool. The first part we did. Now it's time to do the second one. We need to design this cloud. So we don't need to design from scratch. We can like run some plugin. I have one for icons, this font awesome icons. It's for free, and I quite believe that you know how to use it, so I'm not going to show you from scratch based on the feedback I received. So let's type cloud. We have some cloud like this. Just click. Let's go to design tab again. We can increase its size. Something like this will be fine. This vector is inside of a frame. I don't want to have any frame, so what I will do is to press Ctrl Shift and then G. I will just have the vector right now. I can call it cloud, for example. The color, I like to play with blue color. Okay, I just need to have this one. I will duplicate, and now I will do a mask over here, and I also want to have some arrow. So let's come here. We have some polygons, stars. We don't have what I really want. We can try to run some plugin, but I don't think that we are going to have exactly what we need. So let's draw from scratch. So just press P and design something like this. Press and hold Shift. It will help us. So yeah, if it's not exactly the way that we want, then we can press V, select the anchor points and move around until we get to the point that we want. It's pretty okay. Cool. First part okay. Let's apply some fill, remove the stroke. Let's draw now some rectangle. Let's place things like this. Select both of them, then we can go union, and then we can flat selection. We can click twice. If things aren't the way that we want, we can move around a little bit like this, and done. Then reduce its size just like this, and then we can go like, call it arrow. Pretty good. We need to have something like this. Okay, maybe like this. Yep. Let's group and place it here. Then I will pick up this shape one more time, place it here. I will copy this arrow and paste out. Now what we need is, actually I can copy all this group, place it here, and then let's ungroup. And now what I really want to have it is, I want to duplicate this arrow a couple of times like this. Let's play with 24 distance from one to each other. Press Shift A to make it auto layout, and then select the last one and press Ctrl D a couple of times. So we have this, okay, and it's necessary to select this frame. I will call it arrows, plural. Okay, now I will make it a component. Then this component I will move to place it here. If I need to use it, then yes, I will just use some instance of this. So let's place somewhere like this. Then we will select both of them and move like this. And in this case, we are going to select and move up like this. We don't need to go to the last one, but something here will be fine, I believe so. Then we need to select the two of them and click here, mask, use mask, and then do the same over here, mask, because let's see, now we got two masks. We have these arrows and we have this cloud as a mask. I can even change this name to mask, and here the same thing, mask group. I open it, cloud, it's going to be mask because it's easier to identify. For example, if I select this little one here, I can go to arrows, and then this one here will be better to explain. I can select arrows layer, and then the animation will go like this. Okay, this is exactly what we need. So yeah, let me undo a couple of times. Now I press Shift O, I can see what I did. Even it's masked, but I can press Shift O and show or hide what I did. Now I select this element and I will turn into a component. This one I do the same thing, turn into a component, and then I can select both of them. I can combine as variant. The name I will call arrow animation, something like this. And inside I have this property, so I will call like, not state, but I can call, yeah, let's go with state. It's understood. So, but you can change the name. Like here I will call start, and here I will call end. Then I have this separate for this reason, because I will press and hold and I will drag like this, press and hold Alt. Then I select the two of them and I align like this. Then I can group things. And then I have this test area. So I can even increase like this. I can move things a little down. And then I can move here and I can test, of course. Let's see if what we did is already working. So I can see these interactions, but I can't see any animation over here. So let's see why. I know why, but let's see. This arrow is gray and it was supposed to be white. So we have this entire component. Let's select it, and the color, let's change to white. Let's see it here, not white. I don't know why. Should be, but it's not. Here it's white and here it's white. The importance is this. So it's not animating yet because we need to do some interactions, of course. So let's select this first one. Let's go to prototype tab. Let's click here and connect it here. Then it will be like after delay 1 millisecond. And easy out, I can put some number like 10,000, the maximum, I think so. Okay, now let's test again. I came back here and I pressed R to restart the flow. Yeah, so we got this. Cool. We could increase it, we can play in different ways, but I just need to have a couple of seconds to demonstrate that something is about to happen. So I don't need to have really a lot of things. I could do differently this animation, but it's pretty okay. And always, if I need, I can like press Shift O. I can select this part. I can go to arrows and I can go a little up like this. Can even go to the master. I can duplicate a couple of times, as you can see. Yes, we have freedom to do whatever we want. Okay, but it's pretty okay, because then we will need to test it a couple of times. Don't be afraid. Okay, so we have this test area. We have a couple of components. I will place them in order that we did. So we did this one. Oops, sorry. Let's go to design. So we did the images, then we did arrows. It's not a component yet. We will use this in the future, but not a component yet. So we have these arrows animation. We have this element, not a component, just a group of things. We have arrow and cloud. Let's call cloud as well. Cloud. Yes, can call it, I don't know, background. Yes, I'm not thinking too much about this, but yeah, you can do, because you have more time than I do. Okay, in this test area. Okay, it's doing well. Now we have this part. Let's go this part as well. Let's go to the loading part. So we will have this little bar. So we just need to draw something like this. Height, it's gonna be 4, then 8 border radius. Color, normally I like to use blues, so I'm gonna go this way. Let's call loading. Then let's make a component out of this. Then we duplicate, we detach, we make one more component. So this one we will click twice to this vector level, then we diminish its size to something like 1 pixel width. Then we have this one, the real one we are going to use. Select both of them, combine as variant. Let's name it loading. Now we have two components. Let's call this one state, and here let's have something like 1%, and here 100%. Okay, just helping to label things properly. Okay, cool. And now let's go on. Let's get this instance, press and hold Alt, then drag and drop. You can cut from here, go to the tests area. You can select the frame, paste into, and then let's press R to run again. Nothing is happening. And I guess that you know the reason I did that with a proposal, just to check if you are keeping attention. So what we need to do is do some connection, some interaction. Let's go to prototype tab, then we connect this one to this one. It's gonna be after delay as well, 1 millisecond to start, and here let's 10,000 milliseconds. Let's see. Press R. And we need to change, like it has two states. The first state, it is 1%, and the last one is 100. So we need to go to design tab, and then we change, like, and it's out of order. And I mean by that, let's see what I'm trying to tell you guys. I like to have things in the organization that I think is better to me. So let's select this part, this element, click here in edit properties, and then 1% is below. Let's put above. This is the right way. Okay, and every time that you face something like this, you can correct. In this case, these images, see, the first image is enabled, not hover. So hover is the second one. The same goes for arrows. End and start. Start is the first one. Okay, so we can organize things better. I prefer to work this way. So let's come back here. We need to select this bar, and then let's change the instance to 1%, and then we can come back to prototype, press R, and then we see things happening. So we have two little animations in these hover states. Yes, we are getting to what we need to go, the place that we need to get. Okay, then let's see, we need to have the last interaction animation. So components, let's do this. Like, we need to have these numbers, and then we need to connect. Then after delay, this one goes to this one goes to this one, and so on and so forth. Okay, the thing is, I'm gonna use this typography, this color. I can change it if I need later, so it's going to be pretty okay. One, then I need to have this 10. I can select both of them just to organize, and then I duplicate a couple of times. Like, I have 10, I have 20, I have 30, 40, then 50, 60, 70, 8, 90, and 100. I duplicated one more. Yeah, no problem. Then I will select, I will ungroup, and I will make components, like select all of them, make sure that we are selecting this aligning by the right side. Then open this little chevron over here and create multiple components. Cool. Combine as variant, it's really necessary. Go to prototype tab, select the first one, connect to the second one, and this one's gonna be after delay as well, and the time it's gonna be like 1. And this part, let's think about, for example, 200 is out. It's gonna be enough. Okay, and then we need to repeat this, like connect this one to this one, change after delay, then 20 to 30, change after delay, click out, select, connect, change, click out. I will pause the video and I will come back. You won't realize what I did. Okay, so I did the same thing in all of them, and now we can even test what we did. So all of them after delay, connecting one to each other, one to each other, one to each other, and so on and so forth. So now what we need to do is to go to design tab, press and hold Alt, click and drag and drop like this. So we have this instance. Okay, we could even name it better because it's component 1. I don't like this name. Let's call it percentage, something like this. Now this one is percentage. No, yes, now it's percentage. Cool. I will cut. Let's go to my tests area. I pasted it here. I will paste it in any whatever place. Then I'll go to this part and run it again. See, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So all the things, they are kind of similar. They are behaving the same way, if you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, now we just need to get all these elements and set exactly the flow that we want. So this part of interaction and all the little details, they are already done. I just want to move a little down. I don't want to make any confusion. Okay, so now let's do this frame. We will do something like this. You don't need to follow exactly the same size, but yeah. So to speed up things, I won't design every little detail, but you can do by yourself. So what we need to have is some text like this. Where is that? Yes, what I did, that wasn't a frame. So let's come again. I want really to have a frame like this, otherwise it won't work the way as expected. I will name it. I will place the text into it. I want to have the same background color, so I can pick up from here. Then I select this title, I press Shift A. Then I have this auto layout, and I can have some fill. It's gonna be white. I can increase things like this and like this. Can even go and have some border radius. I can have exactly the same kind of stroke, which is dashed, and I can increase to something like this. Yeah, it's pretty similar. Okay, so next thing, I told you we should have something like this, right? This kind of cloud. So I will cut from here. It's not a component, but just some grouping. Now I paste into my auto layout. I change like this. I can align things like this. The color, I will go with some dark gray like this. Then it's necessary to have some text. So then you can pause the video and you can type the same title and text I'm using here. I want to have this dashed border like this too. So we have some little shadow over here. So let's apply this little shadow. I'm trying to speed up things, guys, like getting the feedback you gave me, and some of you said like, oh, you should speed up things a little bit. and then you could create tutorials focused on creating components and other tutorials focused on creating prototypes. I'm doing this, trying to speed up and to concentrate in things that you want to learn. And then in the future, I will do more component tutorials. Okay, so I can copy 3 of them like this. I can paste here. I can make it auto layout, align like this. Can have a little more space just to be consistent, and move things a little down like this. Then I will go to prototype tab, flow starting point. I will create a new one like upload. I'm gonna call it, because now we can run in present and we have things separate. Like this is the example I showed you. It's ready. It's my base. I did that before. And then we have these tests. We can run the test as well. And then we are creating the final thing, our really upload, prototype, flow, interaction, whatever. So we can see things like this. It's working great. But now we need to replace these images, right? Let's go to design tab, select this one, run the Unsplash plugin again. It's loading. We will put another food image into this. So let's type like pie top view. Let's try this one, and I think that I applied in the wrong place. Yes, for sure. So I will click twice. I will go to this image level and I will try to apply again. Now it worked. So don't forget, second level. Let's try to see one more pie like this. And let's come back to the prototype. See, we move the mouse over. It's working. Pretty cool. Yeah, the first part is okay. Great. So now let's follow the flow. The second screen, we have this. We can decide what image we want to drop here. So I need to actually ungroup. I won't use auto layout over here. Same thing here, just ungroup. And then I will select this image and I will, oops. When I move like this and things, they break, I can click here, absolute position. Yeah. Then I can tilt a little bit like this. And I will change the shadow, like I want to have more contrast. So something like this will be fine, and something like this will be pretty fine. Then I want to change like my border to blue, the stroke, right? And this title, it's gonna be blue in this second screen too. And let's see what else. Yeah, and these images, they will disappear. So I will change it to this layer pass through 0% opacity. Okay, and now let's see the interaction I did here, just to make sure. From here, this element to here on drag. So select this one, connect like this, and then not on click but on drag. Okay, smart animate. Let's test what we just did. We move like this. It's not working as expected yet, but we solved this problem pretty easy. Because we need to have more things to do. On drag, smart animate, 300. So on drag, smart animate 200, but doesn't have any thing. So let's see where are the images. As you can see, the images, they are not here anymore. So what we can do it is to delete rather than just applying opacity. Let's see. Yeah, now it's working a little better, but not yet the way it should be. So navigate to smart animate on drag. So navigate to smart animate on drag. It's exactly the same. So let's keep going. Okay. What we can do as well, we can go to design, we can select both elements and move them a little down so we can have a little animation as well. See, R, so when we are moving, we have this little animation. Yeah. So prototype tab on drag, and then let's see, from here to here, we got this after delay 1 millisecond. I will reduce this tilt a little bit. So let's duplicate. Here I will have this angle like 0%. Yeah, and connect from this screen to this screen after delay 1 millisecond. And then when we run the first flow, we have this freedom. We can go and we can come back. We can go and we can come back. Things just work and I drop. So let's see. Not yet the way it should be, but we will get there. On drag. The page itself doesn't have any kind of interaction. Let's see. It's a component. On drag. The other components, they are doing nothing. On drag. Easy is out. On drag, navigate to. Easy is out. On drag, while pressing on drag. That's fine. While pressing on drag. Navigate to 1. 300 is out. Navigate to on drag. Exactly the same. Navigate to. The only difference is this. And let's see this screen. Doesn't have anything from here to here. After delay 1 millisecond, smart animate. Let's see. After delay 1 millisecond, smart animate. The same. Then get here. And from here to here, it's gonna be after delay smart animate as well. In this case, after delay smart animate 1 millisecond. Smart after delay. Smart animate 1 millisecond. So in this case, we are deleting this image, and then we are going to drag and drop what we created over there far, and then we will increase this drop shadow to display like something that got some really elevation like this. And we can even have some little like movements to display micro interaction animation. So this one here, do you remember? We can copy from here and paste into here. Then we hit the up arrow again and delete like this. And let's test. It's always good to test. Let's run again, press R so we can move. Not working exactly as expected. Yes, because the first one we can move like this, right? We can go and come back. If we drop, it will take some time. We are going to do these next, and then we go to this page. Okay. Drop the file, prototypes. Let's inspect. Let's press Shift O to see if something is there and we are not seeing yet. On the rag. Oh, just realized it here. This way back, see? This little arrow. I don't click, but let's see what I did. Because we need to have some thing like while it's on drag, but while the user didn't want to like come back. Just go ahead. Yeah, it's pretty okay. On drag, navigate to, we even take some screenshot. I don't know what's happening. Shift O to compare side by side. Sometimes it's good. On drag, navigate to, smart animate. Exactly the same. There's nothing different. Let's see the component. Oh, let's see the component itself. While hovering. Okay, then mouse leave. Let's see if we did while hovering. Mouse leave, exactly the same, no anything different. So it will be maybe, let me, oh yes, of course. Yeah, it's cool. What we need to do is this image we need to cut because it's part of the auto layout. Then we will select the frame and paste, but paste over the frame, because if we select the auto layout it will be inside, but now it's working. Yeah, no matter. So let's run it again, upload flow, see the difference. Not yet, but the logic is yeah, see, it's inside. I don't want this, I really don't. So I need to delete. I need to just not select this auto layout, but select this frame. Then I paste things and I move around the way that I want, because when I paste into the auto layout, I'm like locking my image into the auto layout, so it's not possible to move things around. So test now and see. We can move things around like this, and then we move back. We move like this and this, and the interaction like hover, then we interact with this background, yes, and then we like drop, and the upload starts. Okay, same thing here. See, it's into. I need to cut, select the frame and not the auto layout, and then paste. Then I can even centralize like this and then use my keyboard, but this image needs to be free. Okay, so run again, see the difference. Now it works pretty much better. We are really doing well, believe me. That is one thing that I don't like. I don't know even if we should change it, but it's the mask. Let's come here. Actually, let's come here. Press Shift O. So you can see the mask. But I don't want to... I don't know how I can say this. Like the mask, it's bothering me a little. I will try to... I need to go to... I need to change it here. Not bothering me for real, but what I'm trying to say it is that we have this mask, and I want to have this mask not so closer to the border. So I will try to diminish, I don't know, like 4 on top, something like this, to have this distance. I will try the same here. Mask 4, 3, one more. Okay, let's see if my plan worked. So now you can see what I mean. We have more space here, like, you know, this little blue border around. I prefer to have things this way. And I even believe that I can move like 2 pixels like this in this direction, and 2 pixels like this. Let's run again. Yeah, see, it's better. I prefer this way. I don't know if you realized what I did, but we have some internal padding, something like this. Okay, and don't bother, because yeah, we will go to the next page before this animation stops. So Shift O. We will stay here. Let's see what I applied in my test before, like 6,000 milliseconds to go to the next page, next frame. So let's try to use something similar. So the animation will run here a couple times, and then you come here after delay, 800 milliseconds. Okay, smart animate. So now we need to design this part like on the way. I can copy the text from here. In my case, I already have the text. You don't, but don't be afraid. I have this text too. Uploading your files. Please do not close this window. I can copy from here. I can paste it here. Pretty okay. Then I need to design this this element. So the way I did it, let me show you real quickly. I did like some actually I got this text. So text is easy, icons, they are easy too, but yeah, I told you I was not going to use any create component and explain things from scratch, but let's try to make it really easier. Let's run the font's awesome icon. You always can use it for free. Then type image, so we can get some image like this. Then you run again, font awesome icons, then type trash. Next one. Okay, now you got what you need, so you can diminish size and then play around and organize and group things and so on, so forth, so okay. And then yeah, what I did in this part, I created this element, this auto layout, and I paste it in this part. I deleted this part over here, and let's see, this size I need to diminish, something like this. Okay, so it's being uploaded. So I told you, you can like insert this icon, apply the color, have this text, this size, it's fictitious, this trash bin, but we need to have components, right? So it's necessary. We did those two components, we need to bring them here. So it's an auto layout, like I told you, and here too we have an auto layout. I can, for example, just for a matter of showing you, I can duplicate this one, and here inside I could, for example, not fill but fixed, and here fixed as well, fixed. Then I have this control, and I can delete just to have, where is that? Yeah, that's here. Just to show you what I will do. So I have this frame, I will apply some whatever color, just to remember the space that I have, so I can delete these two. You do the same. So yes, I think that you got the point. So you create some auto layout, and then inside another auto layout, and then apply some whatever color, like here. And let me just recap. I'm doing this way because you guys, most of you told that I should go straight to the point and not do components in detail, so I'm doing what you suggested. Okay, so now we have this loading one. We can drag like this, cut, paste into, like this. We can diminish, yeah, but we need to have some gray thing below it. So what I'm going to do, I will detach this one, right? The color, I will apply some light gray like this, and then it's pretty okay. I will copy again, I will paste again my components, and as you can see, I'm gonna have exactly the same size. I will select, let's see what I did, loading, it doesn't seem right, the gray part, but that's okay. I will group both of them, as you can see, group, I can call loading, and then I click twice, and I will change the 100% to 1%. So I have this gray part, and then I have the blue part which will increase until get to this point. And then we need to copy this first part, just press and hold Alt, click and drag like this. So we have this instance, the 1%, cut from here, go to this part, select this red frame, paste into. Then we need to diminish things, like we have this group named loading, not the frame but the group. Then we can diminish like this 1% should be part of this, like part of the frame, not out but into the load. So I will cut from here, select this loading frame, paste into, and let's have some thing like this. Then I select this red thing and I hide this color like this. We can try to align a little more and see how things go. Okay, now we need to stay in this page for some time, right? Because it needs to be loaded, and then at the end it goes to the next page, which is this one here. And also we need to have some close button, right? You can use whatever close button you want. I showed you how to insert icons. I will use this one here. Then we can select this absolute position like I did, and we have this flexibility to move things around every time we need to use this absolute position. Okay, let's come back to prototype tab. Let's let's test. Come here, press R, so we drag and drop, you wait a little bit. It's taking too much time, I think so. Yeah, I don't want to have a lot of, but see, here it's working pretty well. From 1% to 100%. We just need to adjust over here, it's too closer, but easier to do. Like we click twice again, and we have this group named loading. We just come back to design and we move like this, just a little bit. I think it's gonna be okay. And then the time that we are at this page, it's too much time. So let's go to prototype. And then I want to make the user goes to the next one. I will diminish by the middle, like 4,000. Let's test again. It's always a matter of testing, doing and testing. See, half of the time. And then we got this loading animation. Okay, pretty well. And then we keep going. Next part. It's pretty much similar. The only difference it is at this point we have this bar in the second thing, and this one will be in the last one 100%. It's out of order. I showed you before, so you can fix it like 110. The 100 should be the last one. And now this icon will get this check mark. So you know how to go there. I will just copy from here because you know how to go there, how to insert icons, how to position icons. I'm quite sure that you have no doubt. I will just replace. Okay, so we got what we need, and then we need to have one more scenario, like if the user clicks in this little trash bin or close the window, we take the user to this part. Oh no, the upload has been cancelled. You will be redirected to the main page. Okay, I will copy. You can type from 0 this part, and so here I can delete this, yeah, something like this. And then finally I will like copy this one. I can click here and paste. It will be pasted exactly like here. And then we have this text like upload completed. We have this check mark into, so the color is green now. I will delete this arrow. I just want to have the background. It's gonna be gray. I will copy this text. and you will type like cheesecake PNG has been uploaded successfully. Send more files. And the check mark I can copy from here to speed up things. Paste it here. I can change its color to white and increase its size. It seems like I have some stroke. I can make my stroke white and even increase it. In your case, it's not gonna happen because you are using another kind of icon, so don't think you will have the same situation that I do. But if that happens, you know how to solve things. I will group, I will align, and it's done. Now I need to do the interactions I didn't do. Okay, we stop it. Let's see, from here to here. After, I don't know, after delay, like 4,000. I don't know. Let's test. We move like this. We wait, and then after delay, things they start happening. Let's wait to see. Oh no, we need to increase like 6,000 maybe. Let's run again. Okay, this part is okay. Any problem? This part has been a problem. Let's wait and see what happens. We need a little more time. Maybe 8,000 the way it was before. R, drag and drop, wait. And then it's being loaded. Okay. It's almost there. We need to wait even more, I think so, like 10,000 maybe. But you got the point. We need to test and see, do and see, test and test and test again. Cool. Perfect. And then we go and follow the flow. After delay, and let us accept these 800 milliseconds and see what happens. Okay, we come here. It's necessary to be really calm, to have patience, because yeah, this is part of the design work. There is no other way. We need to test things and be patient. Okay, but this page we are going to skip. Actually, we need to connect this one. Okay, it's success after delay, success. Because see, this page we can get here only if we close on click. That's right. In this case, we have two possibilities. We can click actually in this little trash bin thing, so we can get here, and using this icon as well, we can get there here. And if we click here, this little icon, we go to the very beginning of the flow. And now we are done. Let's test the last time. Okay, we drag, we drop, we wait, and then the file start being uploaded, and then it runs, and it gets to the 100%. we see the check mark indicating, and then we go to the upload completed. Just perfect. Now let's run the other case, like when the user closes the upload, what happens. So I don't want to upload anymore anything, so I go to that page. Oh no, the upload has been cancelled. You will be redirected to the main page. I can go to the main page. Oops, I need to press R to run again from the very beginning. Yeah, and I have another possibility of closing things, like clicking here, I go to the same place and then I close again. And that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. As usual, I enjoyed doing this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.